The South African National Defence Force is investigating the cause of the fire at the Air Force Base Waterkloof in Pretoria. Well, for an update on this story, eNCA's Barry Bateman is posted outside the base. Let's cross to him now live. Barry, last night when we saw those massive flames going up from Waterkloof Air Force Base, the immediate thought was, is this some kind of sabotage? What is going on? It started in the bulk fuel storage facility. Any foul play expected?
Yeah, good morning, Annika. You're quite right. It did start and actually was contained in that fuel storage area, which is on the western side of the base from where I'm standing. So it would be across the two runways on the far side of the base, and it was isolated there. It appears the South African Air Force or the Air Force Base fire brigade managed to get the fire under control quite quickly. What we understand, that is, the information that's come out, the little bit that's come out so far, is that apparently it was a leaking pipe. But how the fuel actually ignited is the subject of the investigation. But it does appear to have been, according to the South Africa or the SANDF, that there was no foul play. They have ruled that out already, referring to the secure nature of this facility and how far in those fuel tanks are. So it does appear to be a leaking pipe. What started, we don't know just yet, but we're hoping for some updates throughout the day.
Barry, who uses Air Force Base Waterkloof? Who are the majority of people using it? Well, it is home to several squadrons. Perhaps notably would be the squadron of the South Africa C-130 transport planes. Now, living in Pretoria, you quite often see these aircraft flying overhead. And this is for training purposes. But of course, they also fulfill several transport roles throughout the country, sometimes to our neighboring countries. We've had these C-130s fly out to Cuba before as well. So, that functionality is based here. But perhaps also interestingly, we've got the president's plane in Kwazi, which is based here as well. Now, I was speaking to a military expert and researcher, Darren Olivier, sorry, I forgot his name, Darren Olivier a little bit earlier, and he was explaining to me how it's unlikely that this will have any significant impact on the operations here. The fire was contained just over that, or at the fuel storage facility. To overcome that, you'd be able to bring in trucks of fuel should the aircraft that are here not be able to do a short little hop to another base to be able to get their fuel. Last question, Barry. I know it's difficult to get sight of the Air Force Base because of it, being a security sort of situation. But have the runways been cleared? I mean, are they clear to be used?
Oh, they absolutely are. I mean, the fire was totally isolated to that storage facility. There was no further damage, no infrastructure damage, just at that one facility, which is to the west of the Air Force Base. But, you can imagine it is designed specifically for that. You would have your fuel depot in an isolated location so that if something catastrophic were to happen, it would not affect the surrounding infrastructure.
All right. Well, if anyone can make sure that he's on top of the story on this one, it's Barry Bateman. Thank you so much there at the Air Force Base Waterkloof.